New reports indicate that the January 6th Select Committee is coming after Donald Trump's kids. And in a roundabout way that I'll explain more in a little bit, it's all Jared Kushner's fault. Because this new attack, or I don't want to call it an attack because it's very warranted, but this new avenue of investigation is what we'll call it, involves Donald Trump's kids based on video evidence that has now been submitted to the January 6th committee from documentary filmmaker Alex Holder. Now, Holder, of course, in case you're not familiar with it, he is the individual who a couple weeks ago was revealed he had been with the Trump family since September of 2020, filming hundreds and hundreds of hours of raw footage to put together a documentary about the Trump team's 2020 campaign. He's got one-on-ones with the Trump kids, he's got Trump advisors, he's got Trump himself, he's got Pence, he's got everybody. And the whole thing, of course, as I mentioned, was set up by Jared Kushner. Kushner thought this would be a good, quote, legacy project for the Trump family. And now, of course, that very same footage is being used to go against Jared Kushner's wife, Ivanka, and the other Trump kids. So here is what they're looking at right now. September 29th, 2020, the evening of the very first presidential debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. During that time, there was a special invitation-only event taking place at Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C., where the Trump kids, Eric and Don Jr., were present. On this same evening, September 29th, Steve Bannon gave an interview where Bannon had this to say. This was with the Circus on Showtime, and he said, talking about the Biden people, the Democrats, he said, they're going to try and overturn this election with uncertified votes. Right before noon on the 20th, in a vote in the House, Trump will win the presidency. So it sounds to me like, based on what Bannon said in this interview on Showtime, they were already planning to claim that the election was stolen on September 29th, 2020. More than a month before the 2020 presidential election, they were already laying the groundwork to claim that this election was stolen. Now, basically, that's when the coup effectively started, I guess. So where did Trump's kids come in, right? They weren't with Bannon when he did that interview. Well, the footage reveals that Donald Trump's kids were making a heck of a lot of phone calls and that they were also talking about the same thing. They were effectively strategizing what Bannon was out there saying publicly. And by the way, it of course extends beyond Trump's kids, even encompasses Kimberly Guilfoyle, Donald Trump's then girlfriend, now fiance. She was also involved in these talks. And another interesting point of order, at one point, Holder got footage of Eric Trump on the phone telling somebody, quote, hopefully you're voting in Florida as opposed to the other state you've mentioned. That kind of sounds like voter fraud to me. Like the same thing you're accusing the Democrats of doing. Eric Trump is on video on the phone telling somebody, hey, I know you're clearly registered to vote in more than one state. Make sure you're going to put your vote in Florida instead of the other place. I'd love to know, and I'm sure the committee would love to know if they don't already, who was on the other line that Eric Trump was advising on what state they should vote in. Either way, that's all we know so far. The committee is effectively coming after Donald Trump's kids. You know, they have much more than, of course, has already been revealed. And let's never forget that all of this was made possible because Jared Kushner is the dumbest person on the planet. So thank you for that, Jared. We couldn't have done this without you. Hey, everyone. This is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.